I'm Sofia Bernardi, mindset and business coach, supporting ambitious new and rising coaches to master their mindset, create an aligned and profitable strategy, and grow a six-figure business using the Rising Coach method. I built a multi-six-figure business by the age of 24, and in this podcast, I will teach you the psychology, strategy, and energetics to do the same. Let's dive in. Hello, and welcome to Rising Coaches with Sofia Bernardi. I am so grateful you're here because today we are talking about something a little deep, and I think there is a lot of coaches listening that need to hear this right now, so I'm going to be quite direct, but it's honestly going to be for everyone's own benefit, I promise. But today we are talking about why you're not making money as a coach. So if you clicked on this episode, I have a feeling that this might relate to you. And honestly, I bring it down to four things only 4 reasons why you're not making money as a coach. So let's dive in because I'm not about having all fluff on my episodes. I want everything to be just value added. Number one, you are not making money as a life coach because you're simply not meeting people consistently and confidently. So you're not putting yourself out in environments that leaves you to interacting with other people as a coach. It's as simple as that. There are so many ways you can meet people, meaning your target audience to work with. Like you can meet people in person, you can meet people virtually, and there's a million ways you can meet people virtually, right? You can meet people through collaborations, and you can meet people through paid advertisement, right? There are just so many ways to meet people. Referrals, I think my first client I ever got, I met this person at the bank, in the line at the bank while I was waiting to deposit money. I met someone there. Like you can truly meet someone anywhere if you are putting yourself out there as a coach. But you can't just be, hoping that you bump into someone and trip over someone. That can be a part of luck and you can find people that way. But if you really want to seriously grow a business, then you need to take it seriously at the same time and intentionally and consistently put yourself out in environments that leaves you to interacting with other people as a coach. So what are you doing on a consistent basis that allows you to build relationships with your target audience on a daily basis, right? So if you're not making money, it's probably because you're not meeting enough high quality people and interacting with them as a coach. So that's number one. You're not meeting enough people. You're not attracting enough people. There is a strategy to this. There is a mindset to this. There is an energy embodiment practice to this. There is a lot that goes into it, but in simple terms, it's really quite simple. You need to meet people. You cannot, talk to a wall all day and make offers. You can do that all you like, but I promise you, your wall will not pay you. Only people will pay you. So you need to put yourself in situations where you can meet people and interact with people as a coach, okay? So you've got to do that consistently if you want to build a sustainable and profitable business, right? And you need to do it with confidence because if you go and meet someone, that's amazing. They could be your target audience, but if your energy is really off, or if you go to them and you're like, hey, how are you? Or just in this Debbie Downer mood and just I couldn't even do it, right? It really takes a lot for me to get in that state. But if you can get in that place of being yeah, whatever, hi, what's up? What do you want? If you're in that energy, then of course you're just going to repel people, right? So you've got to be in an attractive energy and build rapport with people. So there is a process to doing this, but you need to meet high quality people and you need to be in environments where your target audience hangs out. So you can go to the shopping mall, that's so American. Why did I say that? You can go to the supermarket and hope to meet people there, but you have a much better chance at meeting your target audience by intentionally going to places where they would be hanging out, right? We don't want to bombard people at the supermarket. Whilst it can happen like that, let's choose more sustainable and better strategies than that. So that's number one. You're not meeting people consistently and confidently. Number two is you're not showing them what to do. You're not showing them what you do. You're not showing them who you are. You're not showing them that you're a coach. You're not telling them you're a coach. You're not showing through your content and marketing what it is you do, essentially. So you can meet 1 million people. You can meet 1,000 people, 100 people, 10 people. You can meet great people. But if you don't tell them you're a life coach, or if you don't show them through your content or your whatever it is you deliver, like if you don't show them through your work, like what it is you do, then they're never going to ask to work with you. I'm not just going to go up to a stranger and just assume they're a coach and ask if they can help me. Someone needs to show me they're a coach. Someone needs to tell me they're a coach before I go up to them asking them if I can work with them or have their support, right? So you're only going to ask for support or lean into someone once they've shown you like what it is they do, right? So you want to be telling people that. Like, for example, when I first started my business, I was almost ashamed to say I was a life coach. I think I was 21 at the time, and I was just so afraid people would judge me and think, who are you to be a coach and all of these sorts of things. So what did I do? I just didn't tell people I was a coach. So I was meeting people, like through events or, whatever situations. And when people asked me what it is I did, I told them I still worked in hospitality, which I did at the time on the side, but I never told them about being a coach because I was so nervous. And one day my partner pulled me aside and he's like, you've got to tell people what it is you do. Like, stop like hiding that. And it took me a lot of confidence and a lot of time to eventually, build up that confidence to tell people what I did. And that's surprisingly when I started making money as a coach, when people started finding out that I actually was a coach, right? So not only do you have to meet people, but you have to show them or tell them what it is you do through your marketing and content, right? Number 3, this is one of the biggest reasons I see people not making money. So drum roll for this. Interrupting this podcast episode to talk to you about my program, Rise to Coach. If you're ready to make money as a life coach or service provider, I want to invite you to join my Rise to Coach program, where I teach you how to make your first sale, which is the hardest part of building any business. It's risk-free. You either love it or I give you your money back. Just head over to sofiarosebernardi.com/rise to coach. We'll see you inside. So drum roll for this. You're simply not making offers. The amount of coaches I see that put themselves out there and they're scared and they're nervous and doing it, and it's incredible to see, they're putting themselves out there finally, adding all of this free, amazing value, and they never make offers. They don't have call to actions on their Instagram stories or in their content or at the end of their podcast or even during their podcast or at the end of their live video. Whatever platform they're on, I just don't see people making offers. Same with conversations. They build friendships, they get on the call with people, and they don't make offers to people because of fear, because of doubt, because of not believing in their offer, because of not believing in themselves, because of not believing in their target audience. But you have to make offers. And so the way to make offers is to fall so freaking in love with your program that honestly your target audience would be missing out on so much if they didn't have access to this offer. Like, I believe in my program so much that it's so easy to talk about it all the time. Like, I could do a whole podcast episode for an hour talking about my one program. I could talk about my mastermind for hours on end because I'm so obsessed with it. It helps people to make tens of thousands of dollars. People feel supported. People enjoy their business. People create profitability and sustainability after working for free for years, or after not knowing what to do, or after having so much fear and doubt, they're finally generating sales. I've seen my clients, go live in the Facebook groups and come to tears out of gratitude of finally having a process that works for them. So imagine if I have this person in front of me that I know I can help, that I know needs my help, and I don't tell them how I can help them. I don't offer them my program. It's such a disservice, and coaches need to realize this, that you've got to make offers. No one's going to work with you if they don't know they can. So you need to tell them, you need to show them, right? You need to showcase all of that so that they have the opportunity to take the leap and work with you. Of course, on occasion, you will have people reach out to you, and that's ultimately what we want. We want people coming to us, and that's absolutely a possibility. But in the beginning, and even not at the beginning, you still got to make offers. Even people that are earning hundreds of millions of dollars or tens of millions of dollars or millions of dollars, they are still making offers all the time. In fact, the more money I see people make, the more I see them sell, because they go hand in hand. They're making more money because they're selling more and serving more. They're showing up more. They're making offers more consistently, daily. And that's where I learned that. And then I started making more money, right? and helping more people as a result, because you're really going to help people when they're paying for your support, right? Because then they're in integrity, then they're in alignment, then they're, practicing what they preach, then they're showing themselves what's important to them, right? If you look at your bank account, it shows you what you value. Do you value clothes and jewelry and makeup? Do you value personal development? Do you value healthy food, like organic food? And it doesn't matter. There's no right or wrong with what you value, but your bank account will show you that. And so by investing in mentorship, it shows you tell your brain, this is important to me, because we're not going to spend money on things unless we have to, on things that aren't important to us, right? Because we need money to live. So if you're sitting there investing in personal development, you're telling yourself that this matters to you. You believe in this, and you take significantly more action when you invest in something. And that's why we want our clients or potential clients to invest, because it shows their level of commitment, right? And that's so important. So you've got to make offers. You've just got to do it. It's so important. And I understand the fear. I understand the doubt. I understand that you're scared you're going to be salesy or sleazy or all of those things, because, that's what we've seen in movies, and that's what we hear about people having horrible experiences, unfortunately. But I just want you to know that you're really it just depends on the energy and how you do it, right? So it's not really what you say or when you say it or who you say to it. It's more who you're being in the process of doing that. So sure, people can show up in a way that is really salesy and sleazy and all the things if that's their energy and that's their intention. And there's also a way you can do it that feels really good, that has people feeling like, hell yes, I want to do this. This feels amazing. Like, I get excited to pay my coach. Like, I truly do, because the approach is so genuine. And I love when my clients say the same to me, that they're like, wow, you're not forcing me to pay on the phone. And I don't have anything against that, but that's just not the way I do things, right? Or, you're not pushing me, like you seem very non-attached, and people are magnetized towards that, especially because I help coaches, right? That they want to be able to sell in that way so that they feel good about that, right? And I think that's just so important, but you've still got to make offers, and there's a beautiful way to do it. One that actually serves your potential clients rather than making it all about you, right? So we don't really want to, have a perception about selling that isn't supportive to your goals, right? So you've got to be making offers. So the last thing I want to talk about is one of the most important, and that is in not investing in high-end, consistent mentorship. The reason why this is one of the reasons why you're not making money as a coach is because if you're not investing in a coach yourself, you are so out of alignment and so out of integrity, it's not even funny. You cannot be an energetic match to bring in tens of thousands of dollars per month if you're not willing to invest tens of thousands of dollars in your business. And I'm not saying that you can only make X amount of dollars if you invest X amount of dollars, but if you don't believe in coaching or mentoring or consulting enough to invest in it in yourself, but you're trying to sell that, it's going to be really challenging, right? It's like me saying, oh yeah, like you have to get on this green juice thing. Like, it's so amazing, so amazing, so amazing. And the person says, oh, amazing. Like, what's your experience with it? Oh, I've never had it. Like, the trust will just go away straight away. And people can feel that, right? You want to be an energetic match to what you want to call in. You want to call in $10,000 a month, you've got to act as someone that brings in $10,000 a month, right? You've got to be in alignment with that. You've got to make decisions as someone that makes $10,000 a month. You've got to show up as someone that does that. You got to feel that in your body. And so if you're saying one thing and you're doing another, and these two things are so out of alignment, they're not a match, you cannot bring in that amount of money. So for that reason, it's so important to invest in long-term, high quality, consistent mentorship. I have had a coach pretty much the entire time since day one of starting my business. I think there's a total of 3 months out of the last 3 years where I haven't had a coach. And now I have multiple coaches. I have a kinesiologist, a business coach, another business coach. I've had a relationship coach. I've had so many coaches, and I'm grateful for every single one of them. Everyone has showed me and taught me so much, and I'm so grateful to now be able to combine everything I've learned from all of these incredible people and combine it into one process for my clients, right? That's why I teach mindset, strategy, and energetics, because it's the combination of the three that's so key. And it's so important to invest in that, because when you practice what you preach, people believe in you more. It's like hiring a PT that doesn't exercise or doesn't look physically fit. People notice that. They notice the lack of integrity. And I'm not saying that you have to look this very specific way, but you can tell usually whether someone is healthy or not. When it comes to, your physiology. Oh, I can't even say that word right now. No, I'm not even gonna try. You know what I'm saying. But it's so important to just practice what you preach, right? It would be so rich of me to say, yes, meditate. I meditate, wake up at 5 a.m., drink 3 liters of water, do this. If I don't do that, right, I'm always gonna be so genuine, so real as I possibly can be on my platforms, because that's just who I am and it feels really good to me. And I just don't feel good if I'm sitting here saying one thing and doing another. And I have found that every time I invest in myself, and the more I invest in myself, the more money I actually make, because you are surrounded in proximity with like-minded people doing big things. You want to be the little fish in the big container. You want to be the little one, because then you're surrounded by incredible people that you can look up to and be around their energy. And every single time I've made an investment in myself, I have quantum leaped. Every single time. And do you know why? It's because your beliefs create your reality. And my core belief is that everything I invest comes back to me tenfold. And because I truly believe that belief, and it's since come true, I've earned so much money from all these investments I've made, because I believe that and because it's true, it allows me to make quick decisions. It allows me to stop thinking and questioning and waiting and doubting waiting for the perfect moment and wanting it to feel, just super easeful to make the decision. It's okay for fear to be present, but I make a decision anyways. It's going to be scary when, one, you care about it, and two, it's something you've never done before, and three, there's a lot of unknowns. You don't really know what you're getting until you leap into it. You've just got to trust. You've got to trust how you feel, and you've got to ask yourself, is this decision I'm about to make moving me towards my goals or away from my goals? And if it's going to move me towards my goals, I find a way. If it feels like a hell yes to me, even if there's a little bit of fear there and a little bit of uncertainty, but if it still feels good and the right decision, I'm going to go with that, because the amount of times I've invested in something that is half of what I wanted because it was the cheaper option, it just hasn't worked out for me. But when I go for the thing I actually want and it feels good and I choose to take that leap, I have just been rewarded so greatly. And it's because I'm in proximity with amazing people, and typically when it's more of an investment, you're getting more value. I don't want to generalize, but that is often the case. And the other thing is, because you're investing so much more, you take so much more action, and therefore you get so much more results. And that is so important. So just to summarize, this is why you're not making money as a life coach. Number one, you're not meeting people consistently and confidently. Number two, you're not showing them, what it is you do and who it is you help, right? You're not showing them that you are a life coach. Number three, you're not making offers. And number four, you're not investing in consistent, high quality mentorship, right? They are the four things. I honestly believe that is it. If you do all four of those things, it is a matter of time and action and consistency and confidence around all of those things for you to get results. I hope this episode has really served each and every one of you. Come let me know on Instagram what your thoughts were. I'm at Sofia Rose Bernardi. I would love to hear from you. I love connecting with you all so much. And if you're like, damn, I want to learn this whole process, I want support with this, then book a free 30-minute call with me and we can chat. I can see if and how I can best support you, what program might be right for you if that's the case, and we can really go from there. I'm super non-attached. I just really want to support people, and the best way to truly do that is by jumping on a call so we can see what is the best fit for you. So just go to sofiarosebernardi.com/chat, book in a free 30-minute call, and I cannot wait to connect with you all. Love you so much, and I'll speak to you in the next episode. Are you ready to create aligned, scalable results in your coaching business? If so, I'd love to work with you. I support my clients through my signature programs, Rise to Coach, which is for new coaches wanting to sign their first clients, and the Rising Coaches Mastermind to scale to consistent 10K months. I'm currently offering free 30-minute clarity calls where I'll help you build a 3-step roadmap depending on where you're starting at. Book yours in now at sofiarosebernardi.com/chat.